in the booth during the game, sending that information to coaches. He's going to tell us a little bit about that, how that works in the second half. We're talking 7 Quad A football here. We always start out with the region, 7 Quad A region. Cartersville is 5-0. Pickens is 4-1. Northwest Whitfield is 4-2. Ridgeland is 2-3. Heritage is 2-3. Gilmer is 2-3. Southeast Whitfield is 2-4, and Lafayette is 0-5. Gilmer's coming off back-to-back wins, and this past week they beat Lafayette 2016. Coach, let's start out with the region and where it's at mathematically. We've got 3 teams there in the 2-3 spot and 1 in the 2-4. These next 2 games are going to be mathematically very important for the Bobcats. Break down the region a little bit for us and what you got to do.
We always come in on Sunday and we have it listed up on the board so the kids know actually where we stand. And, you never know in this region. It's been so hit and miss as far as, you can't predict who's going to win what game. But the way we sit right now, if we take care of our business, we've talked about controlling our own destiny. If we take care of our business the next 2 weeks and finish out at 4-3, then at worst, the way we figured it, there'd be some kind of a mini playoff game. I think that somebody had it last year with Southeast,
right.
Northwest, and I don't know who the third team was in there. But we figure that at worst, if we go 4-3, then that's where it would put us.
The region did. I'm glad you brought that up. I don't remember the exact makeup, but the region did have a mini playoff last year to get in. Guys, over against Lafayette, Casey, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you first. Over against Lafayette, you guys, it was a different kind of night than at Southeast Whitfield. Talk a little bit about the defense over there at Lafayette the other night.
Our defense, we played a really good game on defense. They came out and tried to stuff it down our throats, a couple times in the first half, and we really stopped them. Then they tried to throw it in the air. Then the second half, they came out the first drive, and they did shove it down our throats a couple times, and then they drove the field, but we ended up having a big stop right there.
Casey, this upcoming week is one of the oldest high school rivalries, especially in North Georgia. It's a game that everybody looks every year at the as soon as the schedule comes out, and they write it down. Pickens County, Pickens Dragon this Friday night. How important a game is that to you? I know you're a senior this year. How important is that to you?
It'll be my last time playing Pickens. Playing this since we were younger, and if we don't win this game, we're just playing next week, and that'll be it for me. So really, we're playing this game for the seniors, and hopefully we'll win out and then go to the playoffs.
They on defense, they're running the ball. They're putting the ball in the air. 2 games, a couple weeks ago, 28 yards. A week before, after that, 38 yards. And last week they really aired it out for 54 yards. Your defense, they're giving the ball to about 6 guys. What are you guys seeing on the film, or how are you guys preparing for that?
We've really been focusing on run a lot more this week. They're about 90% run team. They don't really throw the ball much, but
your pass rush. I mean, you guys. I've watched all year. You guys bring as good a pass rush as anybody I've seen play. You guys do. Lacey, don't forget him. You guys all together in there. Avery up the middle, and then Zuschlag. You guys bring about the best pass rush I've seen this year in the defense. Is that something now that what happens when you hit up against a team that has a quarterback that'll take off and go?
You just really got to hit the open gaps. You're going to have somebody fill in every gap, especially because they do run the ball a lot more, so he'll pull it sometimes and he'll give it. So you just really got to be prepared for the backside to be ready for the cutback.
Chandler, you're free safety.
Yes.
You're a junior this year. Talk a little bit about this Friday night, what it means to you this Friday night.
Big Pickens game, big rivalry. We're just going to try to stack the box up and stop the run.
As a free safety out there, also stack the box up, stop the run. Is it one of those, Coach, when you're playing quite the running team that is sometimes 400 yards on the ground, is it 11 hats on the ball kind of game, or what are you looking at there?
I mean, you definitely coach it up to stop what they do best, and if it's their top 3 run plays, then that's what we coach for, and that's week in and week out. It doesn't matter who it is. We try and stop their top 3 things that they do, and this week it is the run, but you always got to with Chandler and Kel Kiker and Tyler Bunton and Thaddeus Bauer sitting in the defensive backfield, they can't just go to sleep, and they've always got to do their job, like Casey mentioned. Play the cutback lanes. They also, they do get some throwing yardage off of the play action pass. If they see that your safeties are too far down, then they'll hit the little tight end over the middle, or they've got some athletes on the edge that they can use. So you always got to do your job. You always got to be awake, and every play is just as important as the last.
And is that what you're seeing on the film this week back there in your position?
Yes, sir. They like to run the ball a lot, then they'll hit you every now and then with a good pass, and they usually pick it up for a pretty good game.
They pick it up for a pretty good game. Let me go over a couple defensive stats from the other night. Gilmer 20-16 over Lafayette, and a couple of our defensive stats. We got defensive guys on the couch right now. Noble Zuschlag had a sack, and Avery Sermons half a sack. Lucas Bramlett a sack and a half. So the Bobcats came up with 3 sacks the other night, and tackles. Casey Dyer here on the couch. He had 4 solo, 1 assist for a total of 5 tackles. And Kel Kiker, 4 solo tackles. Avery 3, Sermons 3, Drew Dyer 4, Cameron Engler 6, and 1 assist for a total of 7. Noble Zuschlag 6 solo tackles, 3 assists for a total of 9, and Austin Lacey 3 solo and a 2 assist. So there was those are some of the highlights from the other night. Kel Kiker had looks to have had an interception, and Thaddeus Bowers and fumbles. Now Griffin Cagle, coach, he came up big the other night. I mean, I've been watching him come along all year, and every game he's. It just seems like he's coming further along in every game.
He's done a great job progressing from the spring into the summer into now, and moving Thaddeus from receiver to quarterback, there was no doubt to anybody that Thaddeus was our most dynamic receiver, and Griffin really took it upon himself to step up now that Thaddeus is a quarterback to kind of take that role that we know that if it's time we've got to have something done, then Griff's going to be able to step up and make the play.
Guys, several weeks back I was with a coach one night, and we talked about what on Monday morning you personally looking at yourself and saying what you could do better. And I have taken that from, I think it was week 2, one of our shows. I have taken that, and every week I make sure I ask all the guys, when you left the field Friday night, win, lose, whatever it is, Monday, what did you show up and say, I could do better at this week?
Probably pass rush, but since they're not really working pass rush this week, more of squeezing and getting flat down the line to make that tackle.
What about you?
I'd probably just say be better on run fits and fill in the alley, and make sure cutback lanes are filled.
What's the attitude in the locker room? What's the attitude on the defensive side of the ball practicing this week for this game? Now, you guys got a couple wins under your belt. You got back-to-back. I mean, that should be off your back. I mean, can we win a football game? Yeah, we can win a football game. Are we a good team? Yeah, we're a good team. That should be off your back. What's the attitude now?
We're all pretty pumped up about the opportunity we have. A lot of people think, we're going to go out there and get murdered because Pickens has only lost 1 game this year. But I think we're all ready to shock the nation.
Nation, we'll take that. No, I like that, man. Forget 5-15. Just forget it, man. We're going. He's bad. He's nationwide, man. ZZ Top said that. Don't forget it. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching Bobcats Beyond the Field. Now I'm wearing the hat. I'm gonna tell you before we leave tonight. I can't say this on this couch. I can get in trouble. There's too many Bobcats. Dave, I can get run out of here, man. You haven't watched my back with these guys. I'm too far up here. I'm going to tell you about the hat. We started the hat challenge. This will actually be our 4th year of the Hat Challenge. We're going to tell you about that at the end of the show. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching Bobcats Beyond the Field. We're over here at Circuit World in East LJ. Now listen, if you come over here and you've never made any purchase at Circuit World, believe it or not, Christmas is around the corner. 10% off your first purchase. Promotional code Fetch Your News. Again, thanks Shane's Rib Shack for always providing a meal for the coach and the players, and Pepsi. When we return, have you noticed all these guys with their iPads down on the field? They got the plays right there immediately. Have you seen the guys come over and take the guys and sit down and start pointing out the plays? What is that called? How are they getting it so fast? And who's sending that to them? We're going to talk to the guy that's doing that every week. I'm very glad to have him here tonight because I've been wondering myself. And we'll talk to Russell Cochran when we get back in our second segment. We'll be right back.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
LJ Tire Company since 1955. With a huge range of tires at the lowest price and fast, hassle-free service, LJ Tire is all you need every time. LJ Tire carries only the top brands in the industry: Cooper, Michelin, Mickey Thompson, Pirelli, and Yokohama. Stop in and let AES certified mechanics change your oil today. Life doesn't slow down for car maintenance, and LJ Tire won't either. If your car is tired of its tires, go to LJ Tire.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
New Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Highway 515 South, Jasper. SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Let it ride during the Lucky 7 sales event at Lifetime Kia. Come try your luck in the Money Machine. Yes, come take a test drive and you get a chance to grab for cash in the Money Machine. Plus, shop big-time savings on every vehicle in stock. And remember, Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And Lifetime Kia will extend that warranty for as long as you own it. Come try your luck in the Money Machine and experience the savings at Lifetime Kia.
El Rey and LJ.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey and LJ.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Only one thing beats a day's price on a new Chevy. It's our pre-owned price. Now at the Days Chevy Jasper Pre-Owned Super Center. Save thousands off original MSRP on the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in the North Georgia mountains. Cars, trucks, SUVs, even luxury vehicles. Many with factory warranty. And all thousands below new car prices. We can even help rebuild your credit. Save thousands today at the Days Chevy Jasper Pre-Owned Super Center. The North Georgia mountains big volume, low price leader.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
I'll try to talk a little louder.
Yes, these are hot.
I'm gonna try not to
We're
say
good.
the whole time.
Hey, we're back, and you caught us talking. Guess what? We talked. We right in the break. What do you think? We talk football. We have a lot of fun here, and we thank you for joining us every Thursday night for Bobcats Beyond the Field. We really enjoy having these young guys in here. Don't forget, Team FYN Sports always promoting these young athletes in a positive way. We're at Circuit World here. We're at Circuit World here in East Ellijay. Come on over. Promotional code, Fetch Your News. Again, Shane's Rib Shack provides a meal every week for the coach and the players at Pepsi. We have head coach Zach Grage, if you just joined us on the couch with us in this second segment. And we have Russell Cochran, senior running back Russell Cochran. And we've got the guy that's in charge of video, Riley Hart. I don't know if I want to bring this up, but I understand you've got something else that you do on Friday nights. What else do you do on Friday nights besides video? Come on, Riley. We want to know. I heard it over here, and the world wants to know. What do you do on Friday nights? Who you take a picture with?
Cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders. I had to do it, Riley. I had to do it because I love the story. I heard the story over here, and I loved everything about it. Riley, talk about the ecosystem. You were telling me before the show, and explain to everybody out there, because they're up in the stands. They see the coaches with the iPads. You take care of the video. How does that system work? You're up in the booth. Tell us about the ecosystem.
So we have 5 main parts. We have a laptop, a little button that connects to the laptop, the camera, the antenna, and the Wi-Fi router. So whenever we plug all that together, there's a little button you push which is connected to the laptop, and it sends a signal to all the iPads that the coaches have, and within 3 seconds of a play I just recorded, it sends it to all the iPads so they can review it.
So on Friday night, when you're up in the booth, you're in the press box on Friday nights. And on Friday nights, when these guys, when the fans are seeing Sean Tome and these coaches on the sideline with the pads, and they're breaking down that last play, within 3 seconds, you've clipped it and sent it down there?
Correct.
That's cool. And how many iPads does the team have? And how long does this take to set up, or is it always set up every Friday night?
Usually we've had problems with it for the past 2 weeks, but that was errors on me. It wasn't the system. But it takes about 30 minutes to set it all up, to get all the iPads from the coaches.
And during the week, do you video the practices and put those together for the film they watch?
Yes, I'll record it, and then I'll give it to coach at the end of the day so they can see what errors they have made throughout the practice.
Now, the ecosystem, that's something you guys just put in place this year? Is that something you started using this year?
Yes, sir.
In high school?
Fan was the first one.
And did you have to take a class on it, or just study the program when it came in on how to get it all set up?
Coach Bailey, he's the one that purchased all of it. He read up all on it. He taught us to do it, taught me to do it.
Well, I'm glad you're here telling us, because I did not know. I hear ecosystem, and I see the guys with the pads, and I see them coming over to the players. And a lot of times we don't see the guys behind the scene and the people behind the scene making it possible where Coach Tome could come over and show the plays. And I appreciate you sharing all that with us. Russell, Pickens Friday night, you did not play last week because of an ankle sprain. How are you feeling this week?
I'm feeling pretty good this week. I started practice Tuesday, and they taped me up, and I wore a brace and to test my pain tolerance, and I was pretty good.
Now, as a senior, we've talked to the other guys. As a senior, what does this Friday night mean to you?
It'll be the last time I'm playing Pickens, unless it'll be an alumni game. But it'll be the last time I played Pickens all the way since Park and Rec to high school level.
this is a rivalry, one of the oldest rivalry, and then there's some bragging rights, right? Because when you get older and you bump into the guys at the gas station, you know, you can argue with them about that game. I hear guys that 20 years later are still arguing about their senior year game, right?
Yes, sir.
You know all about it. So that's what's important, believe it or not, on Friday night, is to have those bragging rights for the rest of your life. Let's talk the region. You have been a part of this team through the past several seasons, and you know what it's like to be at this point in the season and have to win ball games to get in the playoffs. What's the attitude in the locker room?
Oh, well, it's pretty hot right now. It's Pickens week, so the adrenaline's already there. They're already wanting Friday to come so we can play them. But it's just a lot of hype. Everybody getting ready, focused up to play.
Is there a feeling now, and I've been asking this, I asked it to the other guys, is there a feeling now you got 2 back-to-back wins? Seems like a lot of the players are settling. You're settling some guys into some positions you've been looking for all year. And now that you got 2 back-to-back, do you feel good going down the stretch of the region?
Yes, sir.
So, Coach, Friday night, and you on defense, these guys are averaging 14 points, right? 14.8 points, their defense.
Mm-hmm.
What's your offense looking at this week that you're seeing on their film? Because they're holding right at 14 points they're averaging.
Right, they're very good on defense, and it's one of those, you know, as far as the region goes, if you stack up and you stop the run, and we always talk about, you know, them specifically, that they see the run every day in practice, so they're going to be geared up to stop the run, and that's something that really helps them out in this region. And you know, we try and focus on what we do well, and then try and exploit some things maybe that we might see on tape where we can, you know, attack some weak spots. You know, unfortunately this week we haven't really found a whole lot of those weak spots, and we just hope that, you know, what we have put together and the kids' execution and trying to play off some of that emotion, that, you know, we can maybe pop a couple cheap ones and just see what happens.
What about you? Their defense, and you guys have a strong running game. You guys have a strong running game. What do you guys see in your front line that they got to come off this week? They got to come off quick. What are you guys seeing watching the film?
Well, just the offensive line just have to do their assignments, read the rules, and just whatever they're supposed to do on that certain play, just make sure they execute it.
Coach, you're giving the ball in the beginning of the year. You weren't doing this, looking at the stats, but you've decided. I don't want to say decided. I apologize for putting it that way, but your game plan now is you're giving the ball to 3 or 4 different guys now. You're working some different guys in. What changed that up, or what was your thought on that?
Well, part of it is just to give Russ a break every now and then. You know, I've never, even down where I came from, we still had, you know, the elite running back. We just still had 2 or 3 guys that would spell him throughout the night so that he could be fresh in the fourth quarter. And coming out with Russ, you know, talking with him a little bit, not that he was tired by any means, but just giving him an opportunity to come to the sideline, get coached up a little bit. And then thankfully last week against Southeast, having him go down, you know, it kind of worked out, a little karma, whatever you want to call it, that, you know, we were able to work in Bramlett and Cameron Engler and Zuschlag and a couple other guys that can carry the football for you.
You're able to work some other guys. You know, not to be negative ever about a team, but Lafayette was the perfect team, I guess, if you're looking at it, for him to have that break, that time to recover, going down the stretch, and being able to work 3 or 4 other guys in, get them the football, and do that. That was, I guess, the perfect opportunity to do that. Let me go over a couple offensive stats here. If you just joined us in our second half, let me go over the region. The region looks like this. Cartersville is 5-0. Pickens is 4-1. Northwest Whitfield is 4-2. Ridgeland is 2-3. Heritage is 2-3. Gilmer is 2-3. Southeast Whitfield is 2-4, and Lafayette is 0-5. And like in the beginning of the show, we were talking to Coach. We've got 3 teams stacked up there at 2-3 and 1 at 2-4. Last year, I forget exactly who it was, but there was a mini playoff in the region. There's a possibility it could come down to that. We're down to the last 2 games. You don't want to miss 7 Quad A. A couple offensive stats that we did not go over in the first half. Thaddeus Bowers was 11 for 16, 224 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns. Talk about Thaddeus throwing the ball. I know he can throw the ball. I've been watching the guy for 4 years. I know he can throw the ball. But the other night, you guys got some passing game going with him. Is that something that you've been looking for all year to get some passing game over 200? Was last week the biggest offensive passing week? Maybe
not since Tyler. Well, since Tyler's been gone, yes.
Right.
At the beginning of the year, we had Tyler Bunton in there, and then he was gone after the first few games with the hand issue, and now he's back playing for us on defense and doing a great job. And then we had the couple weeks with David Smith in there, the freshman, and we struggled a little bit. And then bringing back with Thaddeus in that first week, he was in with Southeast. We were 1 for 8, for 23 yards and a touchdown, and we kind of vowed, and I don't know if it's just me being hard-headed again, was we're going to throw the ball at some point. We've got to get some kind of semblance of a throw game just to open up the fact that Thaddeus can run the ball, Russell can run the ball. We do have 4 or 5 guys now that can tote the rock for us. And Thaddeus was very efficient. He was very good, and he also brought the dynamic that if something wasn't open, he did a really good job scrambling and making something happen just on his own. And those are one of those things you can't coach up. And sometimes you want to wring Thaddeus by the neck, but other times you pat him on the butt because he's going to make things happen. As well as some boneheaded things, but you just love watching that kid play.
Good description. That's Thaddeus. That's Thaddeus. We gotta love him, but sometimes, right? Well, Thaddeus, congratulations the other night for 11 for 16, 224 yards. A couple other highlights. Lucas Bramlett, again out there, just 4 yards shy of a 100-yard rushing game. Again, 2 in a row, so way to go, Lucas. Lucas also had a big night on the defensive side also again. But I want to talk about Kel Kiker. There's 2 guys. He's a junior. You've got 2 juniors on the field, Kel Kiker and Griffin Cagle, that I'm watching come along. I mean, on Friday night, I'm wondering, they're going to step it up a little more. And I think Griffin Cagle, 73-yard touchdown pass. It was a beautiful strike from Thaddeus. Talk about those 2 juniors and what you're seeing there.
Really, beyond Kel and Griffin, they're doing a great job, and they've kind of made a name for themselves. That Kel's been starting every game on defense. We brought him over on offense for a few things, and he caught a big touchdown pass Friday night as well. But you look beyond Kel and Griff, you got Tanner Cantley and Drake Crump.
Right.
And we are really junior-laden as far as the receiver position goes. In the defensive backfield, you look at Griffin, you look at, he can play a little bit over there. You look at Kel, you look at Tyler Bunton, and there's a lot of guys. We lose Thaddeus, and that's big for us, of course. We lose Russell, but we do have a strong young core. Our offensive line is all juniors outside of Shane Bowman.
Well, I'm glad you brought up all of those other players. Couldn't agree more. We didn't want to leave anybody out. I could not agree more. It's every week you have several juniors that I'm watching all through the year that are coming in to playing their own. They're playing their own. They're making a name for themselves, and they're making their assignments. Mm-hmm. And I'm watching that. Thaddeus also had, for total yards, he had 224 passing and 80 rushing. He had 304 yards on the night. So Thaddeus had a big night. Guys, I asked this of everybody. Russell, you didn't play last week, but going through the season, coming into this game, what can Russell Cochran do better this week?
Probably just, if you see the hole, just hit it wide open.
Have you? How is that this week? Because there's been a little bit of looking at the film that you're not getting the hole, or is that coming along better as the year's gone along?
Mm-hmm. It's gotten a lot better. Just mature each year, and then once you get to the senior year and you've matured as much as you can, you just go wide open.
How is it that now, at the beginning of the year, I think you were getting a majority of all the carries. Now, is it better for you back there that a team sees 2 or 3 guys getting a carry and you're not going at every one, and when you do carry the ball, it gives you more of an opportunity to find those holes?
Well, it's good both ways. It gives me breaks so I can rest for the fourth quarter, but it also gives the other team more coaching plan, because if they stop one person, then they're okay, but if they try to stop 2 or 3, well, that one, they can't just stop all of them unless they're just amazing at defense. But try to stop one, and then the other two will just hit it, and then it just works out.
Well, Bramlett running the ball, and we love the guy and everything, but how are you guys putting up with him right now? I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, you just gotta love him.
Oh, there. No. The guy is. The only thing he is wide open. I tell you, he's wide open two sides of the ball, and I think when it comes to high school football, when you're having fun, you're playing well, you're having fun, and you guys are starting to have some fun. You got 2 games behind your belt. I'm being told we got to wrap it up, but I want to say something now. You know what? Look, these guys, they make it happen on the field. They work hard all week, but you know what? They're not getting without information. Okay, without information, you can't make it happen. And these guys can work all day long, but Riley provides the information, and I don't care what you say, nothing tops pictures with cheerleaders. Okay? Right? You want to say page with that?
Yes, sir.
Dude, man, I'm serious, man. I mean, let them go on and play. You get them the film, get the picture with the cheerleader. That's a win-win all the time. But we've enjoyed it, and I thank him for coming and telling me about the ecosystem. I did not understand exactly how it worked. That's a great tool for the coaches. Now, 4 years ago, we started the hat challenge, and Jordan Hill, which is a writer in Pickens County, we meet at the center of the field, and I wear a Gilmer hat, and he wears a Pickens hat, and we shake hands, and at the end of the game, somebody has to wear somebody's hat. Okay, so for 2 years, Jordan graduated from Pickens High School. He had to wear a Gilmer hat. Okay, well, last year, R.J. Casey really enjoyed making me wear a green hat. In fact, that is the highlight of his week every week, is knowing I have to wear a green hat. So Friday night, look for R.J. and me, BKP, at the center of the field. We'll be wearing our hats, and we'll shake hands. And at the end of the game, somebody has to wear the other team's hat. So I'm just saying, you can help brother out, okay? So anyhow, it's Thursday night, Bobcats behind the field. One of the oldest high school rivalries in the nation is Pickens-Gilmer. Friday night, Huff-Mosley, 7:30. We've been here at East Ellijay Circuit World. Again, thank you, Shane's Rib Shack, for a meal and Pepsi for drinks. Well, appreciate Coach Zach Grage, head coach here, and our guests tonight, Casey Dyer, Chandler Sutton, Russell Cochran, and Riley Harpo. Thank these guys for coming down. Don't miss 7:30 Friday night at the Hub.